Hello everyone. In this video we are going to study vector and scalar potential. So in dynamics if we consider there exists motion also. So dynamics is study of any object which is moving with some velocity. So in statistics we are studying some body at rest. So when there exists a flow, there exists direction also. In some particular direction, it will be moving. But in electrostatistics, magnetic scalar potential exists when there is no current. So when current is there, in the direction of current, magnetic field also moves. But when there is no current, then magnetic scalar potential exists. So we can express the magnetic field B as scalar potential phi. This can be expressed in terms of scalar potential phi when I is 0. When there is no current, it means there does not exist any direction. It has some magnitude. It is having some value that we call it as potential. So B can be expressed as scalar potential phi. Suppose if current is finite, it should satisfy our basic equation del dot B is equal to 0. Already we have derived del dot B is equal to 0. So this basic equation has to be satisfied. So the magnetic scalar potential, it has some meaning in the region of space where current does not exist. And if for a finite value of phi, from our basic equation or fundamental relation, it should satisfy the equation del dot B is equal to 0. We know the vector identity del dot del cross A is equal to 0. Divergence of curl of a function is 0. So, if del dot B has to be 0, B should be in terms of curl of some function A. This function A, we call it as vector potential. This is our basic equation, del dot B is equal to 0. If del dot B is equal to 0, using vector identity, divergence of curl of some function is 0. So B has to be expressed in terms of curl of A. This A we call it as vector potential. And we are going to find the value of A. What is this A? So to find the value of A, I am going to consider or use Ampere's law. What is Ampere's law? Magnetic field is expressed as mu naught I by 4 pi integral over L dl cross R by R square. So this is our Ampere's law. We are going to use this Ampere's law. Now we have to find the value of A. We know that R cap by R square. R cap by R square is written as del of 1 by R. So if we expand the divergence, differentiation of 1 by R is minus 1 by R square. We are using unit vector identity. So R cap by modulus of R square is minus del of 1 by R. This we know already. Now we are going to substitute this value in this equation. We are going to substitute this in this equation. So we will get minus is there, minus mu naught I by 4 pi integral of L dl cross R by modulus of R square is del of 1 by R. I have just substituted this value in Ampere's law. Now we have to find dl cross del of phi. To find this, again I am going to consider vector identity. So consider a vector identity del cross phi f. Here we are having two terms, phi and f. In this case, dl and 1 by r. Instead of dl, phi, instead of f, 1 by r. So what is del cross phi f? This can be written as phi of del cross f minus del cross phi of del cross f minus del of phi f. Once again, del cross phi f is written as phi of del cross f minus f cross del phi. So curl of phi f is phi of curl of f minus f cross del phi. So from this equation we have to find f cross del phi. So what is this value? Shift this to LHS and shift this to RHS. We will get f cross del phi is equal to phi of del cross phi, phi of del cross f minus curl of phi f. So just substitute f is equal to dl, phi is equal to 1 by r. 1 by r curl of dl minus del of 1 by r dl. Substitute this vector identity in this equation. So we will get b is equal to minus mu naught I by 4 pi integral over L. This indicates closed region. Integral over L dl cross del 1 by r is 1 by r del cross dl minus del cross 1 by r dl. This becomes 0 because del cross dl. dl means change in length. Length means it may be along x direction or y direction or z direction. It will be in only one direction, right? So it may be along x direction or it may be in length means it is just length. So it won't be having x axis, y axis and z axis. It may be having along x axis or y axis or z axis. It means dl is function of x or function of y or function of z, not function of x comma y or y comma z, right? So to show this, consider del cross dl. What is del cross dl? I, j, k. Del is dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Suppose if it is in x, function of x 0, 0. If we find determinant, what will happen? I of 0 minus j of function of x differentiated by z, 0 again, k of 0. Again f is differentiated with respect to y. Therefore del cross dl is 0. If we take f of y also, it is true. If we take f of z also, it is true. In all the cases it is true. Therefore del cross dl is 0. So we have only this terms. Minus into minus become plus. Mu naught I 4 pi is constant. I will write this as L minus into minus is plus. We have mu naught I by 4 pi integral of del cross 1 by r dl. This we can write it as, since it is constant, mu naught I 4 pi is constant, therefore del cross integral of L mu naught I by 4 pi r. I just multiply this term with 1 by r dl. So this is of the form del cross some function. What is our b? B has to be written in terms of del cross A. So what is the value of A? A is this. Integral of mu naught I by 4 pi r dl. So this is our required vector potential. So B dot del is 0 according to our fundamental equation. So using vector identity, del of del cross A is 0. So B has to be expressed in terms of curl of A. Now we have to find this A. This A is our vector potential. I am going to start with Ampere's law. So Ampere's law is this. B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi integral of L dl cross R by R square. Just R cap by modulus of R square is written as minus del of 1 by R. Just substitute this here. We will get this expression. To find F cross del phi, I am using vector identity. In place of phi, substitute 1 by R. In place of F, substitute dl. We will get this expression. I have showed how del cross dl is 0. So we are left out with only this term. Minus into minus become plus. This is constant term. So this can be expressed as curl of this. This value I am taking it as A, which is our required vector potential. Now we are going to see what is scalar potential. So to explain scalar potential or magnetic scalar potential, we will consider in electrostatistics, we already studied, if del cross E is 0, then we say E is conservative. I hope you will remember all this thing. We will say E is conservative and E can be expressed as minus del phi, and we say phi is electric scalar potential. Correct? In electrostatics, we study del cross E is equal to 0. Whenever del cross E is 0, E is conservative. Energy, electric field neither be created nor be destroyed, right? It is conservative. In such cases, E can be expressed as minus del phi, where phi is scalar quantity or electric scalar potential. The same way, we are going to find magnetic scalar potential. So, here also del cross B should be 0. If del cross B is 0, then magnetic field is conservative. Then B can be expressed as some scalar function or scalar quantity phi m. Just to avoid confusion, I am taking it as minus del phi m. Whenever del cross B is 0, B can be expressed as scalar potential. So it is of the form B is equal to minus del phi m. Now we have to find what is this phi m. As we found what is our del cross A, now we have to find what is our phi m. Again, consider Ampere's law. What is our Ampere's law? B dot dr. In another form I am considering, means before integration form. Mu naught I by 4 pi d omega. So we know what is this omega. Omega is solid angle or angle subtended by loop at P. Whenever we considering some region, that solid angle is d omega. Also we know B is mu naught h. So if we substitute mu naught h here, we have mu naught h dr is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi d omega. Mu naught will get cancelled. We are having h into dr is equal to I by 4 pi. So we have h into dr is equal to I by 4 pi d omega. Now we have to find what is the d omega. Using total derivative, d omega is del omega dr. See, for example, So what is del? Dou omega by dou x I plus dou omega by dou y j plus dou omega by dou z k. And what is dr? dxi plus dyj plus dzk. So if we take dot product, d omega by dx into dx, d omega by dy into dy, d omega by dz into dz. That is our d omega. So d omega can be written as del omega into dr. So substitute this value in this expression. We will get h dot dr is equal to I by 4 pi del omega into dr. So now dr we are not taking because it is arbitrary. Since r is arbitrary, h is equal to I by 4 pi del omega. I is constant, 4 pi is also constant. Therefore h is equal to del of I omega by 4 pi. So now we have expressed h as del of phi m. So what is our phi m? I omega by 4 pi. This is our required scalar potential.